voices of conscience. So I just immersed myself in the world of St. Sabina and spent time with Father Mike and his peacekeepers and the community there, and tried to learn as much as I could.
We love you on Windy City Live. Yes, we do. Tell us, how did all this happen? How did this come about?
Well, I play me. I play Val Warner in Chirac, which is really cool. So when people see this movie, they are literally seeing Val, and I am a reporter in the movie.
We talk about the violence, but what can we do personally?
I think we got to be engaged, and I think engaged in a number of things. In our block, in our home, in our neighborhood, we got to be engaged. We got to fight the issues. We got to fight a government that is abandoned, whole communities on the south and the west side. We got to fight a governor who's cut out every youth employment program, who's cut out violence prevention programs, who's abandoned our communities and the poor and the vulnerable. And I think we got to reach out to our brothers on the street and love them and respect them and help them, not just demonize them.
My participation is only because of Mr. Spike Lee, our leader, our director, and he reached out to me and blessed me with the opportunity to be in this film and said that his mission was to save lives in the south side of Chicago.
I'll just say like this. First of all, give you the history of coming to Chicago and telling my jokes as a young cat. I'm 37 now. Started about almost 15 years ago. Elroy taking me under his wing, let me do some jokes here and there for the radio stations and all that kind of stuff.
We are more than that. We are more than that. We're greater than that. And I feel like in places like this, or Chicago, or whatever you want to call it, the hood, whatever you want to call it, like, it's too much attention dwelled on the negative.
I learned that no matter what you do and how much of a genuine heart you have, and if you're coming from a good place, people are going to criticize if they don't agree with what you're doing.
Hi, we're from Empire, and you're watching the Higher Learning Network.
So how long have you been standing here?
Not too long, like an hour. So we're moving in fast. This is a good sign.
Yo, what's up? It's your man, Tony Schofield from 106.3 Chicago's R&B, and you are watching Men on Higher Learning. Now, I used to hang around with some men that was into some higher learning. It just wasn't that kind of higher learning, but I got myself together now, okay?
What is it that you do in your quiet time, in your meditation time, that allows you to bring us the films that you do?
I sit courtside in Madison Square Garden, world's most famous arena.
Women have the power to transform this world. We can end crime and violence if we all agree to do one thing: share. Let's share our wisdom, share our time, share our talents, share our finances, but most of all, let's share our love. This is the Female Solution. Join me, Naimah Latif, every morning, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, as we bring you stimulating discussions about the issues affecting our lives. If you're listening online at www.blogtalkradio.com/the-female-solution, press the blue button that says follow and get our daily topics every morning directly to your email and your smartphone. Hi, I'm Naimah Latif, executive producer of the Female Solution radio show. We invite you to call in 515-605-9325 and participate in this daily think tank as we examine the challenges we face and develop solutions that restore peace and harmony. We are global transformers, changing the world from the way it is to the way it should be. We are one. Wherever we live on this earth, we are one human family. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to extend a greeting to all the members of our family, whenever and wherever you may be listening around the world. To our family in China, Ni Hao. In India, Namaste. In Japan, Konnichiwa. In Korea, Annyeonghaseyo. In Russia, Zdravstvucie. In Germany, Guten Tag. In Poland, Dzień dobry. In France, Bonjour. In Spain, Hola. In Italy, Ciao. In Egypt, Ahlan wa sahlan. In Ghana, Akwaba. In Nigeria, Peleo. In South Africa, Sawubona. In Senegal, Nangadef. In Kenya, Jambo. In Israel, Shalom. In Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Saudi Arabia, Assalamu alaikum. Greetings, and may peace be upon you all.
Is Monday morning a struggle to get out of bed, into the swing of things? Well, don't worry, you are not alone. Join us for thought-provoking, stimulating, and mindful conversations on higher learning with ZeldaSpeaks for your Monday morning mindfulness sessions on Blog Talk Radio, The Female Solution, Mondays, 7:30 until 9 a.m. Be sure and send your ideas, thoughts, comments, and suggestions. Experience mindfulness moments with the Mindfulness/Stress Relief Coach, ZeldaSpeaks. And thanks for sharing the Mindfulness Moment tip of the day. Stay on purpose, stay empowered, and stay tuned to your next session of Mindfulness on Higher Learning with ZeldaSpeaks. Make it a mindful day. And thanks for listening. As we go into the meditation session today, your affirmation for the day. This is the one affirmation that you must remember. And I will give you that affirmation slowly as we begin to breathe in and breathe out. So let us prepare for our Monday morning mindfulness meditation. And why do you do that, Zelda? Why are you sitting up there breathing on the air, girl? Don't nobody want to be bothered with you. Well, you have the option to change the channel, because it is the breath of life that keeps us here. It is the breath of life that helps us in times of chaos and confusion. And it is my responsibility to share what I know. And I know that breathing helps us in times of chaos and confusion and life in general. If you just want to feel good, you don't need any outside stimuli, alcohol or drugs or sex or gambling. You don't need that. That's just what we've been conditioned to do. And it's everything we need is right here. And it comes from the power of the breath. So let's get that body moving, get that fluid in the body moving. Wiggle those fingers, those hands, those arms, the neck, the shoulders, the knees, I'm always talking about the knees. You know which one I'm talking about. Yeah, get that fluid moving. But in the meantime, in between time, let's prepare by sitting up straight in our chair. If you're lying in your bed, it's okay. Just move. So we will inhale to the count of 5, hold it, and exhale. And all the time that your breath, you're focusing on the breath, because the mind has a tendency to wander, and that's okay, because that's what it does. You simply bring it back in focus with your breath, and you say, thinking. Okay, you tell the mind, I am in control of my mind. My mind is not in control of me. Let's say that together. I am in control of my mind. My mind is not in control of me. Ooh, that sounds good, don't you? Yes, we run this thing all up in here. Okay. Inhale deeply. Hold it. And exhale. Oh, that feels so good. Let's do it again. Inhale deeply. Hold it. And exhale. If you're breathing deep enough, you'll feel that goodness immediately. Inhale deeply. As the sun comes up and it's shining on my face. And exhale. Just those 3 breaths alone. Continue to breathe in and breathe out on your own as I speak. And as you breathe in, giving thanks for the power of the breath. Because someone, somewhere, is unable to breathe on their own. Aren't you the lucky one? Inhale deeply. And exhale. As you repeat affirmations for the mind to follow, I am is one of the most powerful two words put together on the planet. Excuse me, because what you speak, what you think, and what you speak is what you bring into your existence. Inhale deeply. Through the nose, hold it. And as you exhale, push out that air from your stomach through the nose and take it, make it long, make it a long exhale. Once more, inhale deeply. Hold it. And exhale through the mouth. Oh, that feels so good. I feel the tension release from my body immediately. And I hope you do too. And I know you do if you're breathing right. And as you breathe in this time, speak the words out loud. I am immune to dis-ease. I have a balanced body. Oh, yes. Let's say that again. Inhale deeply. I am immune to dis-ease. Once more, long, deep inhale through the nose. Hold it. And as you exhale, push as hard as you can, letting that air out, repeating the words, I am immune to disease. And why do we say that as you continue to breathe in and breathe out? Because you are reprogramming the subconscious mind. It only knows what you tell it. So you tell it, I am immune to disease. There is no disease in my body. All disease begins in the mind. That is why we work on the mind. And this is called Monday Morning Mindfulness Meditation. As we inhale deeply, hold it. And feeling that energy at the top of the head, moving its way down through the face and down through the shoulders, inhaling and exhaling to yourself. Feeling the tension release as it moves down through the arms and the wrist and the elbows and the fingers, wiggle them. Give some energy, movement. Yes, give some movement through that body as we inhale deeply. Bringing that energy down through the chest, the stomach, the sides, the hips, and the thighs. Oh, yes, those glorious thighs. And better yet, inhale deeply. Sending that energy on down through the knees, those glorious knees that keep us mobile despite all of the abuse that we put on our body by sitting too much, by eating too much, by lying and laughing and crying too much. As we inhale deeply, we give thanks for the power of the breath as we send that energy through our breath on down through the knees, the legs, and the ankles and the arches. And you should not be looking at me. Your eyes should be closed and you should only see the inside of your eyelids. As you inhale deeply, hold it, and exhale, sending that energy on down to the arch, instep, the heel and the ball of the foot and the toes. Wiggle those toes, yes, as we inhale deeply. Bringing that energy back up from the toes, through the feet, through the ankles and the legs, and back up the knees. Feeling that energy flowing as I'm rubbing my knees, telling my knees, I love you, I love you, I love you, and thank you for bending when I need you to. Thank you for not popping out of the socket. Thank you for walking, letting me walk 30 minutes on the treadmill without having any aches and pains. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's gratefulness. We pray for gratefulness. We give thanks for gratefulness, and we'll have even more to give and to have and to be and to share. Inhale deeply. Giving thanks for those grateful thighs, no matter how big or how small they are, and the cellulite in between. We just give thanks because somebody somewhere doesn't even have legs. And if they have them, they're in pain and they can't move or they can't walk. So we give thanks as we inhale deeply. Bringing the energy back up from the thighs to the buttocks and the back and the spine. And just loving on that spine that keeps us in divine order as we inhale deeply. Giving thanks for the back and the neck. Bringing that energy on back to the top, back of the neck. As you put your hands behind your neck and massage that neck that holds all of that stretch as we inhale deeply. Giving thanks for the power of the fingers that massage the back of the neck and the back of the shoulders, because not everyone can afford to go to a massage therapist, but we can always massage our own, can't we? As we inhale deeply, bringing that energy back up through the back of the head to the top of the head, as we simply give thanks. As we inhale deeply, take one more long, deep inhale deeply together. Hold it. And as we exhale, bringing the head forward, chin to chest, slowly rotating the head to the left, slowly bringing the head around to the back. Slow down, you're moving too fast. And slowly bringing the head back around to the right, chin to chest, head up, inhale deeply. Look to your right as far as you possibly can. And bring your head back. Inhale deeply. Bring your head back down, chin to chest. Rotate that head to the right. Bringing it around to the back slowly, slowly, slowly. Ooh, I felt a little pop. That felt good. That's just muscles and ligaments moving, doing what they do. Slowly bringing that head back around to the right. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Slowly turning your head to the right, to the left as far as you possibly can. Feeling the stretch in the right of the neck. You feel that stretch? Ah, yes, that feels good. Inhale deeply. Turning your head to the right as far as you possibly can. Feeling the stretch in the left of the neck. Oh, yes, feel that stretch. And bringing the head back. Center. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Inhale deeply, once more. With our eyes still closed, we send light and love and energy to each and every organ in our body, beginning with the brain. Because the brain is what holds the mind, the conscious and the unconscious. And this morning, we are working on the unconscious because we are training our mind to do what we want it to do. As we repeat the words, I am. Remember the words, I am? I am in control of my mind. My mind is not in control of me. Inhale deeply. As I give thanks for the power of my breath that sends light and love and everlasting love to my brain, to my throat, my vocal cords, my heart, which is full of love and light and love to share with everyone. As we move on and continue to breathe in, we give thanks for the energy that flows through our heartstrings. Yes, our heart, our liver, and our lungs, and the spleen, and the spine as we inhale deeply. Giving thanks for all of the circulatory systems and all the systems within the body, with all the meridians in the body, the cells that we know absolutely nothing about, but they are working on our behalf and we don't even know it. And we don't think about it. Close your eyes as you inhale deeply. Because they are working in harmony with the divine law that you give it with the direction of your breath through your mind. That's why we inhale deeply. I am grateful for my digestion system, my circulation system, my assimilation system, and especially my elimination system. Because some of y'all are constipated out there. I'm just saying. Inhale deeply. And we give thanks for all the systems, the heart, the liver, the lung, the spine. We just give thanks. We give thanks for the millions and trillions of cells that are working on our behalf every time we breathe in and we breathe out. Now just marinate in all that self-love you've just given yourself. Does that not feel good? Yes, it does. Better than any cigarette, drink, or plate of food, or conversation, except for the conversation we have with ourselves through the breath. As we breathe in, and as we breathe out. Just bask in the glory of the breath, because the breath is what will keep you in times of chaos and confusion. And that, my dear, is your Monday morning mindfulness meditation. And I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope that you will share it. I give thanks that you will share the Monday morning mindfulness meditation session so that we can all come together on one accord. And when we are stressed out, we will simply breathe in and breathe out. And if you got a little funk on your breath, that's real good. Didn't brush your teeth? Forgot the gum, forgot the mints? Yeah, if you got a little garlic, little onion, a little stank on your breath, it'll do you real good. Because trust me, when you start breathing in and not through your nose, you breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth, and that funk comes out your mouth, people will move. They will back up off you. So just know that. And know that I am most grateful for you this morning, especially when you go to my YouTube channel, and please subscribe. Thank you. And that would be ZeldaSpeaks. So thank you so much for going there and subscribing this morning, as well as my ZeldaSpeaks Mindfulness YouTube page. So there's two there. So I put two different things there. So I hope you enjoy that, and we'll share that. Coming up at 7:31, it's time for our first commercial break. Thank you so much for joining us. If you just tuned in, you can call in at 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak on blogtalkradio.com. The Female Solution. Thank you so much. As we go to our first commercial break, and when we come back, we will be joined by our very own, my sisters of the microphone. So you stay close. Oh my God. Grand Rising, and thank you for joining us back here this morning on the Female Solution, Higher Learning with ZeldaSpeaks. Welcome to Monday Morning Mindfulness. We're just here to start your week off with the mindfulness stress relief session. And when you call in this morning, please let us know if you enjoyed the stress relief session. Would love to know that. 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak. If you're online on social media, Twitter and Instagram at ZeldaSpeaks, or ZeldaSpeaks, the number 2 and the letter U. ZeldaSpeaks to you. Okay, so thank you so much for that. Be sure and check out the YouTube channel. Please subscribe. ZeldaSpeaks to you. I'm sorry, ZeldaSpeaks on YouTube. And also be sure and check out my blog. I wrote something special for you this morning. zeldarobinson.wordpress.com. If you are just joining us this morning, happy Earth Day, birthday, born day. If you are celebrating your natal day today, give us a call and we will acknowledge you. But in the meantime, in between time, I've got to ask my sister of the microphone to unmute herself so she can join the conversation this morning. And that would be Naimah Latif, my sister of the microphone. Welcome, my sister. Thank you for joining us this morning. Namaste.
Namaste and grand rising to all of our viewers and listeners. We always appreciate your choosing us in the morning to get your information and inspiration with all the other choices you have. You chose to be here. So that says a lot, and we're grateful.
My sister's looking so beautiful this morning. I don't know how she gets up and does the 5:55 in the morning. I'm sorry, sis. I just don't know how you do it. And then look good doing it at that. I was like, how do you get up and get this beautiful this morning? I just don't understand it. How do you do it? What's your secret, girl?
Well, I set my alarm for 4 a.m. So what happens is 4 and 5, I'm kind of meditating on the message and so forth. And then I'm guided to select a YouTube video to highlight for a particular message. And then I set my alarm for 2 minutes before 5:55 so I can, get my thoughts and face and everything together. And then, by the time the alarm goes off, I'm sitting in the chair and ready to roll. And it's really, I did this as a challenge to myself. I'm trying to correct some timing issues I've had. So what I seek to do is to organize myself to be able to be in front of the computer at 5:55, ready to go, so that I can be consistent. So that's one of the personal challenges that I've given myself in order to be able to do this, and also to highlight those people who I know are also inspired to give message, whether their channel's messages or their own reflections or whatever is happening, but I know that they have a mission. And so I want to amplify the voices of enlightenment by promoting them, and then also adding my commentary, which I let the universe speak through me and say what needs to be said to help us as we go through this very challenging time we're experiencing. And I know it's for a purpose. And so, you and all our other great team of hosts, every day we're giving people a different perspective on life, which will help them see things differently. When you listen to the other news that gives you all the bad things that happen, all the terrible things people have done, and it's so depressing, and you get the mistaken impression that the world really is a bad place and everybody hates everybody. But it's really only maybe 20% of the people that are out of order. 80% of the people are doing kind things and are being loving and considerate. 80% of the people really are. It's that 20% that's still a little bit disconnected from the rest of us. And we have to lovingly, as Mama D says, love souls into shape. So we have to help bring them back. And in the meantime, for those who have been affected